What is up, guys? Jay Bravo here. The Spear in New World is one of the most versatile two-handed weapons, and it excels in short-range combat and gap-closing capability. Although you may think that it's countered easily by ranged weapons or the magic weapons like the Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet, this build that I have will actually provide the most efficient way to combat those ranged weapon users. The Spear excels in high CC potential through Vault Kick and Sweep. Its burst damage output through its light attacks and its passives that buff the light attacks. It also excels in 1v1 combat, also 1v2 combat and, open world PvP, but especially in 1v1 combat where you can control the battlefield and control your opponent through your stuns and CCs. And it also excels in ability cooldown reduction. So this is the build, and as you can see, most of the ability points have been spent in the zoner tree, but we've gone into Impaler a little bit for the light attack buffs, and also Vault Kick. So the three abilities that we will go with are Javelin, which is the first ability in the zoner tree, Sweep, which is the second ability in the zoner tree, and Vault Kick, which is the third ability in the Impaler tree. Although I take every passive under these abilities, there is one passive for each ability that I do want to point out. For Javelin, it's Forceful Impact, which knocks down your target on hit of Javelin. For Vault Kick, it is Continuous Motion, which reduces all Spear ability cooldowns by 30% on successful hit of Vault Kick. And for Sweep, it's Coup de Grace, which during Sweep, if you press basic attack, it'll do a downward stab that deals 125% weapon damage. The reason Coup de Grace is so good is because there's a weapon ability perk that you can obtain on your Spear called Bleeding Sweep, and it adds a small percent of weapon damage as a bleed. Now, although 6.2% may seem low on this Spear, that actually increases as you level up, and this is a Spear that you can make at 76 engineering, so I imagine that finding a Spear that's around 600 gear score will do a hefty amount of bleed damage on successful coup de grace. Like I said earlier, the Spear excels in ability cooldown reduction, and these two passives, Refreshing Jabs and Aggressive Maneuvers, will help you a lot in PvP combat, as it will be constantly decreasing the cooldowns of your Spear abilities. So for Refreshing Jabs, all Spear cooldowns are reduced by 10% on the second hit of the light attack chain, and on Aggressive Maneuvers, the first successful hit with an ability within 2 seconds of dodging reduces all Spear cooldowns by 20%. There are also two more passives that buff your light attack chain. The first, Crippling Jabs, which applies 30% slow for 3 seconds to targets below 30% health on the last hit of the light attack chain. And Precise Jabs, which increases the critical chance on light attacks by 5%. So all three of these combined, Crippling Jabs, Refreshing Jabs, and Precise Jabs, will make you really incentivize dodging and light attacking, and trying to complete the light attack chain as often as you can in between your abilities. Now you might be wondering why we actually take Reserve Strength, which is the ultimate passive in the zoner tree that increases your damage by 25% while your stamina is full. And to be honest, there's just not many other passives that are going to benefit you as often as this actually will, and that's partly because of Strong Conditioning, which is a passive right above Reserve Strength, which increases your stamina regen by 30% while your stamina is below 50%. And that paired along the attribute bonus at 150 dex, which reduces your dodge cost by 10. So your dodges now cost 40 stamina instead of 50. And so you can have actually three dodges before you hit 0. And so now that you have, now that your dodges cost only 40 stamina, you're going to be able to stay on your target more consistently, and there's a much higher chance that you'll actually have that full stamina bar to deal 25% increased damage. Now I'm going to show you guys some clips of each ability and just some things to be on the lookout for while you're in PvP combat with the Spear. So both of these clips are for the Javelin, and in both of these, I am actually using the Javelin while I notice my target far away from me. So right there, I use the Javelin. And right here, I actually get myself stuck in the ice wall, but I have Javelin there to CC the Ice Gauntlet user. So this next clip is showing the sweep ability. You'll see here, I'm going to slow it down. I sweep right here. I hit 3 people with sweep, and I use coup de grace, and I hit 2 targets with that. If you aim coup de grace correctly and dodge behind your target, you can actually get backstab damage. I fail it here, but always be on the lookout for that if you can do chain CC. So I'm fighting another fire staff user here, and I notice after he uses burnout, I can actually vault kick at the perfect time and hit him right at the end of his trail. You can also use vault kick to break a block, like I do here in this clip. But one of the most important things to be on the lookout for with vault kick is when you use it, try and pay attention to the cooldowns of your 2 other spear abilities. Because of continuous motion, it just about refreshes the cooldown on my sweep ability, and if you can take a look at the javelin cooldown, it actually reduces it by almost 5 seconds. Now getting into the attribute distribution, obviously this is going to depend a lot on your secondary weapon, but as a main spear user and with a 500 attribute total build at level 60, I recommend 50 strength, 150 constitution, and 300 dexterity. But as you're leveling and you have your PvP on, rushing the 150 dex bonus, which reduces your dodge stamina cost by 10, is going to help you tremendously, like I pointed out earlier. The constitution bonus at 100 constitution, which increases max health by 10% of physical armor, is going to help you a lot. And also, if you're running a strength weapon as your secondary weapon, the 50 strength attribute bonus, which increases your melee weapon light attacks by 5%, is going to be very detrimental to your damage, and it's going to help you a lot because of the light attack passives that we take. Your light attacks are going to be the main source of damage. And if you're using maybe an intel weapon as your secondary, like a musket or a rapier, maybe going for that 100 intel bonus is going to be something that you want, which increases the critical strike damage by 10%. But this is all going to depend on your second weapon. But as a main spear user, you know, the 150 dex, the 100 cont, and the 50 strength is going to be a really good spot for you to be in terms of world PvP. And if you're going for a full dex build, once you get the 50 strength attribute bonus, the 150 dex attribute bonus, and the 100 constitution attribute bonus, I think just rushing for that 300 dex bonus, which is the guaranteed critical hit after a dodge roll, that just pairs so well with the 150 bonus. And although it has an internal cooldown, that is going to be proccing all the time, and you're going to be critting, you know, way more often. If you guys have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I did want to show you guys this, though. A few weeks ago, I joined a team of guys alongside Brady and Studi, who you may know, called newworldhub.gg. The link for this will be in the description, and we've basically created a lot of guides, expedition guides, PvE and PvP weapon guides, basic guides like choose your armor and choose your faction and things like that. And we've been really excited about this. We've been putting a lot of work into this, so I hope you guys like it. And you know, the PvP guides are, I think, going to help a lot of people who are new to this game and want something to look at, or maybe just follow. You know, click on it and follow the build. Have it up on your second monitor if you have one, and just follow it along as you level through New World. And we've also created a leveling guide, and there's a free version right now that'll bring you up to level 20. And you know, this leveling guide has walkthroughs from level 1 all the way to level 60. So, you know, if you guys are into New World and you want to see some guides, go check it out. The links for these will all be in the description below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be posting a lot more videos up until release, and I'll be creating videos after release. So, you know, drop a subscription on this YouTube account, and I look forward to talking to a lot of you guys. I hope this spear build will help you if you're a spear user. I think the spear is actually really good in PvP, although a lot of people don't think it's that good. But this build will maybe help you guys and just show the power of what the spear can do. I also have a TikTok that I've been making New World content on, and my Twitch that I'll link right here. And I'll be streaming New World on release, and most days after release. I'm pretty excited about the game. You know, if you guys are watching this video, obviously you are too. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.